Oh my God. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer. Funniest thing, I was on, which day was it? Thursday, I think it was, or Friday. Um, my daughter had to leave the house at 10 past 8 to catch a bus to go to university for the day. It was about 7:45 because I remember saying, hey, you've still got over 20 minutes to go. So I went into my bathroom and I was getting my hair ready. And then she came in and said something to me. And then it was a huge boom because she said, Mum, the bus just went past. So I looked at the time and it was 20 past 8. 40 minutes had passed in what I thought was about 15 minutes. Look at the time. How often am I 10 minutes late, 5 minutes late getting here? So there's a lot of speculation now with people saying time is speeding up. What are your thoughts? Because this is twice now in just a week where I've really noticed it. I was just out talking to my daughter and I said, honey, I've got to go on live in like 3 minutes. I've got to go. And I came back here and it's 9:05. Crazy things are happening globally. There's huge distractions going on. There are a huge amount of distractions going on. Okay. One of the biggest distractions that we've got at this point is Andy Byron and his mistress at the Coldplay concert. Okay. That's a huge distraction, guys. They want us distracted. And believe me, who's making all these memes? This is where we've got to ask ourselves, why is this getting so much attention in the media? And why aren't they garnishing that time and effort onto what we really need to know about? So there's definitely a lot of distractions going on at this point. So this is where we have to sit back. And I hope you listen to what I'm saying. Sit back, separate, okay? Observe, but do not get connected emotionally. Emotions equal energy, okay? So when we see what's going on, like all these UK issues with immigration, which is going everywhere, by the way, when we look at wars, when we look at who's getting arrested and who's not getting arrested on Epstein and Obama, Barry type things, don't get emotionally attached to these things, because what that does is we are investing our energy into what they want us to be charged with. They want that electricity. They want that charge of power. So that makes them stronger. And then, hello, look what I'm doing. They're up here, we're down here. So when we start putting our energy into what we want and what we want to manifest into our own existence, we're creating this energy that we are retaining within ourselves. And then they lose their power. And guess what happens to us? It changes the dynamics of who actually is controlling the energy on the planet. So don't invest your energy into what these people, organizations, foundations, etc., are trying to create, because everything they are doing is built around their wealth and their strength. How do they obtain wealth? Because wealth is a currency. When you know, okay? So don't give these people, organizations, etc., your currency, okay? Retain it within. Observe without getting emotionally attached to it, okay? Every day I get attacked by people. Why do you say that? Why did you do that? And I say to them, why are you being so aggressive? Because all that energy that you're penting up, you're sending that to me, trying to make me feel bad, when you should be the one charging yourself up as a battery and putting it out there as good. So we don't stay in that HATE environment. because that's that fear mode that they want us staying in. Did you see the latest news where they're saying a meteorite's going to hit the world in 2030 or whatever it is, which is probably the 2030 agenda? But don't get emotionally attached by it. Whenever they say something that's going to fear you, look within yourself and work it out. Everything in the news now is COVID this, COVID that. Oh my God, we've got monkeypox, we've got measles outbreaks. They want us in that low vibrational state so then we don't be the strong psychic beings that we are naturally. Okay? So don't give your energy to other people, organizations, etc. Keep it within yourself and harness it into good, loving energy that you put out there to what is important to you. Okay? So there's my little thing for the moment of the morning. Okay? Don't invest your time and effort, which is your emotions, which is energy. Effort is emotions, which is energy. Okay? Good vibes only, says Kristen Goodrich. Thank you so much, Kristen, for being here this morning. Okay? So what we do, guys, we live in love. Okay? Turn you inside, look at yourself in the mirror, okay? And I say to people, pick 5 things that you love about yourself. I'm going to do it right now, okay? I love my hair. For a woman who's nearly 60, my hair's not going too shabby, okay? So I love my hair. I'm a horse in the Chinese horoscope, so of course I love my mane. So there's number 1. Number 2, I love that I wear glasses because this is the universe ha 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 moment saying ha ha ha, you could fix your eyesight if you want, but I don't need my glasses because I do my best work when I can't see. So there's my number 2. 3, today I've got my ruby ring on that I always wear. So love that I have my red around me, like my flowers and my crystals and dolly. Okay, so there's 3. 4, I love that I'm in my Batman, same bat time, same bat channel. Okay, that's me having a laugh with you guys, especially the irony of not being here for a few weeks. And I love that. Thirdly, or lastly, I should say, my 5th one is I've got my nice fluffy socks on today. I'm not going to show you my socks, but I'm wearing my fluffy socks because it's freaking cold in Australia. Funny thing, is anywhere on the planet reporting how cold it is in Australia? Probably not, but I'll tell you what we just had last night because I've shared the photos. Okay, oh gosh, where am I going? Where am I going? Into my photos. Just bear with me, guys. Fun in photos. Okay. We will get there. We will get there. Just going through my photo stream. Where is it? Oh my God. It's not there. So it must be on my Facebook. Okay. Going now into Facebook. Here we go. They're saying that we are having what are they calling it? Extra tropical cyclone. Now, we only get cyclones generally around December to March because right now we're in the middle of winter. And look at this over Australia. This is a huge supercell that's going all the way down to, that's nearly that's Antarctica, okay? So I shared that one. And then just to show you a better one of it, oh my God, come on, go back into me. Oh my goodness. So there's that one. Where's the other one I showed? Oh, there it is. There's a better view of it. Look at the size of that. Now it comes down and it's doing this big circular motion at the end. Now that's Tasmania with Antarctica's about there, by the way. We don't get cyclones like that so south, and we also don't get them that big. And we also don't get them at this time of year. Something crazy going on. Okay, something crazy going on. Okay, so you're all here for tarot, aren't you? Please see what I just did. I showed you what's going on in Australia. But did you see my voice change? Did you see that I got triggered? Did you see that I had any emotional outburst? Because I observe. I detach. I don't connect to what's going on. So I observe it from a distance and I put my energy into what I want to create. And guess what I want to create today? You! So look at my energy. Here we go, guys. We are there. All right, so let me scroll up to the top of my comments. I've already pulled out about 15 cards for people. So thank you all of those who were here before I went live. You know that you get the Love Dove cards. It's my Love Dove card. It's a dove with love hearts, and every card starts with the word love. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one I show, they all start with the word love. Okay, so on that, I've also got my tarot. So I've done about 15 cards here for people. Okay, so let's start with Vicky Light. Hello, Linda. I hope you're feeling better. I saw news of snow in Australia. Is this true? Oh my God, be well, love you. Well, Vicky Light, we do get snow every year. Down in New South Wales, it snows every year. We get about, some places, they say that we get more snow than Colorado some years. Look at Thredbo. Look at Perisher. Okay, we had a big news story here back in the 90s where one of the resorts, the ski resorts, actually collapsed and I think 9 people died. And there was a man trapped for like 9 days under the rubble with all the snow. So all the emergency crews were there. I watched it live on TV. I remember it was live on TV when they pulled that guy out of Thredbo, and he survived. He's now, his wife died. He actually could touch her arm, and she was dead underneath all this rubble and snow with him for days. So imagine the trauma he went through with that. So, oh my gosh, I could not imagine being under there where you can't see, there's no, and he said that he was drinking the snow as it was melting in the rubble. So that helped him survive. So what an ordeal. So we do get snow every year. Here in Brisbane, the last time we got snow was about 6 flakes. And that was in like 1913 or 1932, one of the two, way before my time. So if it does snow in Brisbane, it is very, very rare. But these weather formations that we've had over the last couple of months, we could have easily had snow because we were breaking cold records. So you won't hear this anywhere else because they want to talk about how hot the planet is getting. But we've just been breaking the records of how cold it is here. Okay, why do you think I've got my fluffy socks on today? Because it's cold in Brisbane. The sun's out, but it is cold here. Okay, so Vicky Light, thank you so much for your concern. I love you. And I do have you a card. It is the Queen of Swords. Thank you for being my first person on board today. And your love dove, she says, love with trusting the angels to guide their pathway. So I would like you to write these down, pause the screen, write it down, and find what the Queen of Swords represents to you with what's going on in your life at this point. And also look at this Love Dove card as well and find your own little secret message there, Vicky Light. Okay? Yes, because I do know your real name. Hello. Okay, Kate. Second person off the rank. Yay! Thank you so much for being here, Kate. Good morning. I hope it's lovely in sunny Queensland. Well, it is sunny today. We just had this huge mega cyclone. See, I just don't want to get connected to it, okay? So we had some really heavy rain here yesterday. I hope it's lovely in sunny Queensland. May I have a message today? Thank you. Wishing everyone a brilliant week ahead. And I love that you guys do talk about each other on here. Okay, so Kate, you got the 6 of Swords. And your Love Dove card says, love would think positive thoughts. So there you are. Love would think positive thoughts. So please refer back that to the 6 of Swords, Kate. Find your own little secret message there. So the other day, someone emailed me and they said, can you please explain to me what 444 means? And I'll tell you what I replied in this email. I said to them, please Google 444 angel number. And what we have to do is scroll through the thousands of definitions and interpretations, because we have to find the one that's relevant to what we were thinking when we saw the numbers, okay? Just like my grandmother, she was sending me all those 5-cent pieces, okay, when she came through. She passed away in 2003, by the way. But when we think about something like, am I getting a new job? And then you get the 444, you've got to find the interpretation that represents what's going on with that job. Are you letting go of a job, getting a promotion, getting fired, changing location, changing hours? So you've got to look at the interpretation to what is going on with you at the time when you see the numbers, okay? So there you go. Okay. So that's the same with our tarot cards. We've got to go through the tarot, Google the card, and then go down through all the interpretations and find the one that's relevant to what's going on in your specific time at this point. Okay. James Holland, good day, Linny. Good day, everyone. Nanu, 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 nanu. Hey, I saw that it was Robin Williams' birthday the other day. Man, he'd be like 76 or 78 now. That makes me feel so old, because I remember watching Happy Days, and I remember this red alien, Nanu, I'm Orc from Orc. He came on the Happy Days set. I watched that live when it came on TV back in the early 70s. So, man, I don't like to get old. I don't want to say that I'm getting old, but, there's a lot of us out there, right? Nanu. So, yeah, let's move away from that one. I won't be present today during today's live, but if I could get some cards, that would be splendid. Thank you muchly. Well, as we all know, Lola is Jim's dog, and he's also got a cat called Millie, so big heads out to those ones. I've already sent James his cards, but just in case he is watching, he got the Knight of Pentacles and love would try to remain optimistic. So those were for James, but I've just sent them over to him. Yes. Okay. So here we go. The Abacus 30. Hi, Dr. Lynda. Would you please draw a card for me? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've got your cards. Okay. The Abacus 30. You got the 4 of Cups. Wow. Love this one. Because look what's happening here. The hand is bringing the cup to the man. So that's relevant. Things are coming to you. Abacus 30. And your Love Dove card, it says, love has courage in the face of diversity. So please look at what that means with what's going on at your time at this point. Okay? Adversity can be work. It could be money situations. It could be family situations, neighbors. It could be adversity with regards to just driving your vehicle at different times of the day. So love will stay positive during all those changes that you're going through. Okay, so let's keep going, because now we're up to Barbara Byers. Greetings, lovely Linda. Is Mary still an underbed stoner? Okay, I've got to show you some photos of my cat. I've just had the worst 2 months. June and July have been an absolute avalanche mixed with a volcano, an earthquake and tsunami. I've been through a lot of stuff in this last 8 weeks. Okay, guys? So that's one reason why I haven't been around. I've been dealing with a lot of emotional stuff, as well as dealing with my cat. I honestly thought that on the 24th of June, which was about a month and a couple of days ago, so that's about 5 weeks ago, I honestly thought I was going to have to put her down. She had a UTI and her pee was red, like my phone red. I can't tell you how I'm not going to cope when the day comes when Mary's no longer with us. I've had her for over 10 years. I don't know how old she is. She'd be at least 14. She could be 18. I don't know. But we took her up to the vet, and the vet said, we're going to give her some calming tablets, which is like cat Valium. So here's the before shot where she's at the vet. That's the before Valium. Are you ready for the after? There's the after Valium. That's Mary, before and after. I should do a side by side because there's before and there's after. So as you can tell, guys, she really needed those pills. She hates the vet. She poos all over her carrier as soon as we put her in it because she stresses so much leaving the house. Poor cat. I hate taking her to the vet because I know how distraught it is. But thank God we got really a lot of pills of this calming pills for Mary. So Mary's got her pet Valium. And when I had my house guest, thank God, she needed it. So I was slipping that into her food at night just to calm her down because just even having somebody else in the house was stressing her. And she's only still she's recovered now. But, I had my house guest come 2 weeks ago. So that was 3 weeks after she was at the vet. So, of course, cats and humans, we need a recovery period. And I didn't get mine. Mary's had hers because she's got the Valium and stuff. But I've been rescheduling people, emails every day. Then I had a house guest. So this past week, I've been extremely busy catching up on emails. And of course, the people who contact me take precedence over me doing a video for you guys. So please understand that I haven't been online for a while because I've been so busy catching up. And I actually took a day off yesterday just to lie down all day. I didn't get up until 9:15 in the morning, which tells you something. And I even went back and had a 2-hour sleep in the afternoon, and it was a really deep sleep. So what do I do? One of the things that I do, and I'm happy to show you, is that I watch doubt sheet meditations. So I'm just going to go into his channel just to show you where he is. It's Douchy. Now, these do not have ads. So it's Dauchsy. He has some really good videos there, 3-hour ones, 8-hour ones. So they go all night. I listen to those ones. So there's Douchy, okay, Dauchsy. Manifest anything through meditation. So I listen to those at night because there's ones there on health. There's ones there on how to get rid of stress. There's one there how to manifest money. So, of course, I'm listening to all of them, right? Who doesn't want all three of those things? So I'm honest there. But I'm giving it out to you guys because I believe that, and he's got such a calming, nice voice. And they've just got this little background noise, music. It's so calming. It puts me to sleep as soon as I listen to him. So I've been listening to him for the last couple of weeks, and it really does help. So I don't need the Valium, okay? Because Mary, on top of losing Anna, that was the beginning of June. She died on the 1st of June. So, it's been 2 months since I lost one of my best friends, and I've been struggling. But you know what? At the end of the day, we've got to identify what's going on. And this is what I always say to everybody with everything we ever do. Identify what's going on. And I made a list. What's bugging me? Anna. Then I've got Aaliyah, who was Anna's friend in Wisconsin. So I'm thinking about her with all her dramas are going on because she's just been through some horrible experiences as well. Then I've got Mary. Then I've got my house guests that I've had. I've had 2 house guests in the last 3 months. And then I think about my daughter, what's going on, my dad, because he's deteriorating now so badly. Other things that I've got. So we identify. And then we acknowledge what's going on. Is there anything in there that I can do to try and control what's going on with all these external factors going on? So we acknowledge and we say, I acknowledge that I've got nothing I can do. These are other people, other pets They've all got their own life. They've all got their own life lessons. I am just a reaction to what they have signed up for. And when we say it like that, I am just the reaction for what they signed up for. That then puts it into perspective. So then we go into the grief and we go into the healing stage. So we say to ourselves, what can I do? Well, what could I do when Anna died in Wisconsin? I'll tell you what I did. I came on here. The first day I heard she died, I did a video and said, who wants to donate towards her cause? Thankfully, I raised over $1,000 Australian that I sent over to Aaliyah because Aaliyah was dealing with stuff. So that was my way of being there and helping out, even though I'm on the other side of the planet. So we identify what we can do. What can I do with my dad? Well, he's in a high care facility. I can go and see him. He doesn't even know I'm there some days. But at the end of the day, I'm doing what I can without controlling. What can I do for Mary? Well, I took her to the vet. Is there anything else that I could do? Well, she's been eating really good for the last couple of weeks. I went into mama guilt mode. And guess what? She's had a lot of treats in the last few weeks. And the vet said, yeah, do it because it's all wet food. So, of course, and that helps with UTIs because I did hear that dry food, which is Mary's main diet because that's all she ever eats, she won't eat wet food, but she does eat it sometimes. So she's had her treats this week. So we identify, acknowledge, and then we have to go through the process to heal. Sometimes we can do all that in a day. Sometimes it takes a week, month, year. Some people never get through that healing and grief process. So the more we try and work it out, the sooner we do get over it and we start going back into some normalcy of our own existence. So I'm getting there. You know, I've had a lot of boom, boom, boom from this place, that place, that place. It's like hammers. I'm walking through a field of dynamite at this point. I'm standing on every single landmine in the field at this point because it's got this problem, that problem, that problem. And it does get inundating for people. And that's why I'm telling you guys, because I know whenever something happens to me, it always happens to you as well. So this is where I can offer some suggestions how to get through this. Write it down. Write it down. Why do you miss that person so much? What did they do that you relied on? Like I did this with Anna. Why am I missing Anna so much? Because she used to be in my Facebook group. She was an admin in my Facebook group, Dr Lynda Cramer Paranormal. So this is where I now have to take accountability, responsibility. So what can I do to replace what she was doing so that void is filled? So I'll tell you what I did. I made 2 new moderators in my group. Beautiful, loving ladies who are now doing great work. So I got 2 that are now replaced Anna. And that's how the universe works. We fill that void with a hope that things will get better. And it usually does because that's how energy works. Like attracts like. If we take advantage of people, okay, if we go to someone's house and we say, oh, you're going to pay for everything, right? Guess what that brings in? Everybody is going to treat you the same way. So when they come to your place, they're not going to pay for anything. Like attracts like. So when we're generous and kind, we're attracting in people who are generous and kind. Okay? And that's who I try to be. All the time, I try to be that. Okay? Generous and kind. You know, I'm not going to ever go and get a loan just so I can give that money to a poor person because that doesn't make sense. But if the universe wants me to be generous like that, they'll provide me with an extra couple of dollars here or there so then I can pay it forward because it's me saying I want to be kind. I say this thing, whenever I find money on the street, I find a homeless people and give it to them. Okay. One day I'm walking up to the shop, so there's $1, and I'm looking around for a homeless guy, and sure enough, there he was. And I looked in my wallet and I thought, I've got $1 coin. So I doubled it. So he got $2 that day. That's being kind. It's also being generous. And it's being thankful that I found the dollar in the first place. And when we add up all these emotions, it all creates this loving, kind, compassionate, unconditional love within us. So we spread this out because people feel our emotions. Okay? This is how it works. There's so much HATE out there now. And whoever's sending me those love hearts, please don't stop. Okay? Because the more we spread love, the more we're going to win this spiritual war. Okay? Have you seen how many men are dying now? Are you noticing it yet? Because I was saying this 5 years ago. If you've seen that Pentagon video where they say they want to kill off all the men, the radicals, the men. They want to stop religion with the safe and effective. Now, that video came out in 2005. So if you want to see that video, it's only 4 minutes long. Actually, let me put it on here as a comment so you can click it. Let me just go here because I've got it saved here. Whoops. I'll stick it in as a comment. It's only 4 minutes long, guys. Here it comes. I'm going to comment now. Here it is. 4 minutes long. It was uploaded 2005. Turn up your volume. When the guy in the audience, which is he CIA or whatever, but he says, how are you going to get this out in the masses? And the guy says, oh, we'll bring out a virus like a coronavirus. 2005 they knew. So let's get back to cards, hey? Because that's what you're here for. Barbara Byers said, Mary's still an underbed stoner. Please can you draw a card for me? Well, did I draw your cards? Let me just go down a little bit. Oh my gosh. Because I know where I was up to. 1, 2. Yep, so that was Deb's only card. That's James's card. Then we've got Kendra. Then we've got Roberts. Oh, yeah, Barbara, I must have given you your card, darling. Okay, because I've got Lala. This is Lala's card, okay? Yeah, all right. So, Barbara, if I did miss you, please email me and I'm happy to pull your cards, okay? Seriously. Okay, Lala. Hi, Dr. Lynda. May I have a couple of cards? Yes, you can. Oh, you got the Emperor. I don't look at these cards because, as you can see, guys, they're upside down. I don't look at the cards when I draw them. So I get the big shock too when it's like, oh, Lala, you got the Emperor card. Okay? Emperor card. Love trusts that all will work out for the best in the end. So this is the Love Dove card that goes with this one. And I always say, guys, if you get the Love Dove card as well, please refer it back to what comes up with this card because so many times they both work together as well. So there you go, Lala. Okay? Love trusts that all will work out for the best in the end with the Emperor card. Wow, that's a nice, powerful card for you on a Saturday afternoon. Sunday morning here in Brisbane. I'm presuming that you're in America. Okay, Robert Ineguez. Hi, Lynda. I don't need a card. I'm doing well, and I just wanted to say have a blessed Sunday. If it's Sunday yet, it's 3:30 where I am, and Saturday. Take care. I won't be watching today. Robert, this is why I do what I do, guys. I do what I do for people like Robert. Now, you can read his comment. Think to yourself, why did he take the time and effort to come onto my live just to say, I don't need a card, I'm not going to be watching, have a great day? Because Robert is gorgeous. And that's the type of people I know you all want to be. That's why you're all here, right? So please look at Roberts. He says, hi, Lynda, I don't need a card. So he's not asking for anything. He's here out of the love of being here. I'm doing well, which is, I'm so grateful you told me that. And I just want to say, have a blessed Sunday. So he's sharing the love. Oh my God, I won't be watching today. Man, I want to strive to be like Robert in Eggwes. Man, that brings tears to my eyes, the way he's unconditionally, he's not asking for anything. He's just being here in all his unique, gorgeous, selfless being and sharing love to all of us. How gorgeous is that? Oh my gosh. We can all take a leaf out of his book, right? You know, we all try to be perfect, and look at what he's just written. Oh my God. And it's a male. It wasn't even a female that came out with that. My gosh. It makes my heart just leap out of my skin, I tell you, when I get comments like this. That exactly there from Robert is why I do what I do. Okay? I'm here to fill you with whatever it was that Robert's trying to successfully create today as well. Whoever's doing those love hearts, keep them coming, okay? Because that's why I'm here. I'm not here for me. You know, I've just had 2 months of sheer hell, and I'm ready for a break. But I'm still here for you because you're important to me. You're my energy and you're my emotional output, and you matter to me. So, of course, I'm here for all you guys today, okay? Kendra. Good morning, Kendra. I love you so much. Now, I've said it before, but I've got to say it. Kendra lives in this apartment building where she has a blackboard at her front door, and she writes little puzzles on there. So as people walk past, they can try and work it out. So she then takes a photo of the blackboard and she puts it on Facebook. And I sit there looking at these puzzles and I think, what's the answer? Sometimes I get it. It's like, oh, yeah, I know that. But then some of them bug me and I have to go away and I'm thinking about, like, washing up, thinking, what's that puzzle from Kendra going through my head today? So then I Google it. I cheat. So, Kendra, never stop being who you are, because it makes us all consciously aware that we are connected. That's what you're doing. Consciously connecting to your neighbors, and you're doing this to make them feel good about themselves. I love Kendra when I see her blackboard and it says, hope you all have a great weekend. What is Kendra doing by that? She is spreading the love out there. So anyone walking past and reads it, they're going to walk away and they're going to have some sort of reaction to what Kendra has created. And that's what I love about Kendra as well. I can't tell you how many people I've got on here that are just so amazing people, okay? It is my absolute honor, and I am so blessed to be able to meet you people all over the world. Look at Jim Holland. He's in the UK going through all these immigration riots at this point. The police are doing nothing. Oh, my God. Then we've got Kendra, who's in America. Robert, I don't remember where Robert lives, but we're all on this big round rock, and together we are creating unconditional love that's going to win this spiritual war, guys, and I love it. So Kendra says, yay, she's back. Hope you're doing fantastic tonight. Well, I'm in my nanu and my Batman shirt. Or should I say this morning? Yes, because it's now 9:45 a.m. for me. I'm hoping to get a message from somebody this week. So could I please have a card? And because you commented before I went live, you get the Love Dove card too, Kendra. So you've got the Two of Swords. Oh, Two of Wands, sorry. Oh, gosh. Two of Wands, Kendra. Paths taken. And your Love Dove card says, love would go for a walk in the sunshine. So what happens when we go for a walk in the sunshine? That's when we figure things out. So let me do you a little gift today, Kendra. I've got my Easy Tarot handbook. Let's have a look at the Two of Wands. Yes, every week I like to do something for somebody in my Easy Tarot handbook. Two of Wands says, having moved forward from the energy and ideas that the Ace brought, the Two of Wands shows that the initial stages have progressed to get the project off the ground. Pardon me. So this is this message that you're getting. It does refer to this message. While I don't like it when they talk about the Ace before the two. As with all new ventures, you need to focus on your future plans and put in the required amount of effort to succeed. But the presence of this card shows that the potentiality exists. So this card shows that what you want could manifest. So it's like the yes answer. Is it will it work or will it won't? Yes, it will. Okay, so then when we look at the love dove, love would go for a walk in the sunshine. What do we do when we go for a walk? It's our time to appreciate and be grateful for where we are and what we're doing. So as you walk down the street, look at every tree, look at every house, look at every car, every person that you see, and be grateful for that you're in that environment. Be grateful if you see a flower. Be grateful if the sun's out. Be grateful even if it's pouring with rain, because that gives life and sustenance to the wildlife out there. So always be grateful when we go for a walk in the sunshine. It clears out our head. It gives us that clarity to move forward. So if this is a yes response that comes for you this week, then this gives you that clarity to make those good, wise, logical, and rational decisions instead of just sitting there doing spontaneous knee-jerk reactions that could backfire and fail for you. So this is your time now to contemplate what you would do if it does manifest for you. Okay? Good work, Kendra. Keep me in the loop because I would love to know what's coming for you this week. Thank you so much for being here. So now we go to James Cassar. James, I know you've contacted me. Please know I'm trying to get through my backlog. I not only being sick, but with two house guests, Mary at the vet, so I had to take time off with her for my own mental health. You know, I'm not trying to make excuses why I don't contact people, but we do have to just do what we can at the time, right? Yeah, it takes time and effort for me because I do invest so much energy and time into people. So, of course, I want to be 100% when I do that. And that's why I wasn't, last week I couldn't be around because I had a house guest. But, you know, I do try my best to be here on Sunday mornings. And that's why, James, you've got your two cards. And, of course, I'm going to try and get to your message today. I had to have a day off yesterday where I just disconnected. That's what happened to me yesterday. So, you know, how often do I ever take a day off? I hardly ever take a day off. So, yeah, I had to do it for my own mental health yesterday. Oh, James, you got the Ace of Cups. I actually say this is one of the best cards in the deck. Ace of Cups. So please go research what this one is. And your Love Dove card says, love would be thoughtful and caring. Well, that goes hand in hand with the Ace. So James Cassar, can I please have a card and lovey-dovey card too? Yes, you did. Okay. Ace of Cups. I just love looking at this card. It's such an amazing card. There you go, James. Okay. I will get back to you later this afternoon, James. Okay. Deb Zonley. Yay. Hi, Lovey. Any messages for the week ahead, please? Talk soon. Yay, Debs. You got the Three of Pentacles. And your Love Dove card says, love would do small acts of kindness. Well, I try to do my acts of kindness every day, you know? Three of Pentacles. Pentacles are always good. All right, so Deb's Only, there you go. Okay, so Marissa, yes, I got your email. I did see it in my mix, but I haven't. I've saved the PDF as a PDF. Okay, I've got it. I have saved your file, so please know I've got to that limit, but I haven't read it yet. I saw how many pages there are. please give me some patience while I just keep catching up. This week, I'm still catching up with readings, okay? But from next week, not this week, the next week, I'm actually quite free. So if anyone does want readings, now would be a good time to book in for a reading if you want one, not this week, but next week, okay? Yeah, so if you do want a private reading with me, how do you get one? Make a PayPal contribution, then email me, tell me how much you've contributed, and also please tell me where you live, like major capital city. I live in Toronto, Canada, or Waco, Texas, London, UK. Please tell me where you are because I'm in Brisbane, Australia, and I need to know time zones so that we can work out a time and date, and then I can send you a Zoom link, okay? It is that easy, except for if I get sick or something happens where I'm not available and we have to reschedule like I've done this last month. So please bear with me while I've been sick as well, okay? Alrighty. So Marissa Dummel, she says, I hope you're feeling better. I sent my story yesterday. Yep, I got it. I did get it, okay? Yesterday, did I just tell you that I had a day off yesterday? Well, yeah, I was still looking at emails. How's that? Okay. So I finally got the internet working at a new place. Could Moira and I get a card or two, please? I don't do readings for children over public arenas like Facebook Live. So I've got you cards, Moira. Marissa. The first one you got is the Eight of Wands. And your Love Dove card says, love would make sure everyone had enough food to eat. So this is Moira in the mix with this one. So there's your two cards. Whoops, I'll just bring it down so you can see the two of them, so you can write it down if you want. Love would make sure everyone had enough food to eat, and Eight of Wands. Okay. Okay. So now we are at Graciously. Hello, Graciously. Love your name. Hi, Linda. What's your view of the new Earth? Now, let's go there. You know, guys, I have a Bible. It's right here on my desk. If I dig it out. I read it sometimes. I'm honest. I want to know what's coming because the Bible has got a lot of prophecies that we have to interpret, especially in the book of Revelations. However, when we talk about the new earth, we all have this hope through our ego that we get to this place where we go back to like medieval times, no internet, no government, and we live in like medieval times where we barter food and everything's back to healthy, no chemtrails, no food additives, no appeal that Bill Gates now puts on his fruit, no windmills that take out the environment, no satellite networking 5G that gives us radiation like cancers and stuff, no vaccine schedules. And wouldn't it be good if we got back to that? So there's a lot of people that have this ideal that when we go back to the new earth, it's going to be like that. I don't see it ever returning to be like that unless we go into like a Will Smith movie where he's the only person on the planet and the vines take over all the buildings, if you know that movie where he's the last person on the planet because everyone got killed from a vaccine outbreak. Whatever that movie was. Okay, yeah, Will Smith, where he's the only one on the planet. He's got the dog, and all the humanoids are zombies. Remember that movie? So anyway, will we ever get back to that? I don't think we will ever get to that. Okay, but what I do see is a spiritual awakening, which they talk about in Isaiah in the Bible, and they also talk about it in Peter, and they also talk about it in Revelations. I believe that there is a peace coming because I saw it when I died in 2001. I believe that there is a time coming where all these organizations like World Economic Forum, these organizations have to be accountable for what they've done to harm us. Oops. So they're going to have to be like regulated through the government. Do I see the governments of the world being like they are now? No. I'm a Marvel fan. One of my favorite movies is Guardians of the Galaxy. And, you look at these when they intergalactic travels and they land on foreign aliens planets. There's only one government. And now that we've got all this talk about alien interactions with Earth, and please don't get surprised when they say alien invasion coming in November. That's just them trying to fear us out again. The aliens that are already here, they're already hurting us. These aliens that are popping in, they're the good ones, okay? You've got to remember that. The bad ones are already here. Seriously. So we've got to remember that don't get feared out by all this, what's going on, okay? We've got to use logic. So logically, when we look at what is going on with this new Earth, it's going to be a place where it's united. Why do you think we've got such immigration and religious fights going on now? The government's sitting back. They've created this. Starmer, I've always said it's Starmer, Macron, Starmer's the UK, Macron in France, Albanese in Australia, Trudeau in Canada, and a couple of others on the mix. They allowed all these immigrants in so they would start a religious war. They sit back, they're laughing because we are so distracted by talking about a God that really doesn't exist. Because when we look at religion, a lot of religion facts, scriptures, they're not pliable explanations of reality. Or should I say, they're not plausible explanations of reality. So when we look at NDEs and we say everyone's in heaven, everyone is one, everyone is love, would God then go out and kill people? Turn them to stone? God doesn't do that. Heaven doesn't do that. Heaven does no harm to anyone. So all these scriptures, in my own personal opinion, have been written to cause fear. So we bow down and we don't become our own true power source. And this is where I go to the movie Captain Marvel. She had that thing on the back of her neck preventing her being her full potential. And as soon as she ripped that thing off, she became this illuminated force where she became her full potential. So that's like getting rid of religion. And we throw that to the curb and say, you know what? I do believe that there's something out there. I do believe in the scriptures, some of this stuff. But at the end of the day, God is within us. He's not an extra person, external and separate to us, because everything is one. Okay? I hope that's your philosophy too, in a spiritual sense. If you believe in God as being a separate being, then great. At least you've got hope, right? Because no one has the definitive answers. I may be wrong. And I'm happy to say, oops, I was wrong. Because I do try and say, I'm sorry when I do make a mistake. Okay, because I'm humbled in that. But at the end of the day, this new earth, it's going to be where we acknowledge within ourselves that we are the same energy force as Bill Gates, Carl Schwab, or whatever his name is, the guy from World Economic Forum. We've got the same strength and control mechanisms as all these really rich billionaires. They are only DNA, arms, legs, head, like me. So what gives them the power is because of their energy. So as soon as we flick that switch on the energy supply and say, I no longer want to send my energy to them, I'm going to send it all to me, and boop, 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 boop. I am now bigger and better than them because I've got this philosophy where being kind, generous, loving, supporting, generous, etc., overpowers their selfishness, their agendas. And that's where I believe this new world, I hope and pray, that's where it goes to. Okay? So there's my thoughts, graciously. You got cards. You got the 5 of Cups. And love would take care of a friend in need, which is exactly what we're talking about now. We have to stick together. And it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Buddhist, Sikh, Christian. We've got to stand as one, because the fight is not really within us. It's within those who created the war, so we fight each other. I hope you listened to what I just said. Rewind it. These people in charge are sitting back, laughing that we're all fighting over religious matters. And they're sitting back knowing that they're winning because they're sucking the life out of our energy. I don't give them my energy, okay? So this is where love would take care of a friend in need. Every single person on the planet is this friend in need at this point, okay? So I hope the 5 of Cups means something for you, graciously. Okay, I'm talking a lot today, aren't I? Okay, we've got to keep going with the cards. Goodness me. Okay, Colin M, good morning, Linda and everyone. Well, you got a card, and so did Caitlin, who's next. Okay, Knight of Cups I got for you, Colin M. You are amazing. Please look at this card as being for you because you're a male, and this Knight is representing you. Love would smile at every given opportunity as to spread joy. So again, be this little magnet of love out in the universe where people want to be around you, Colin. You know, when I leave the house, I talk to everybody. You know, everybody. I try and say hello to everybody I pass. And if they snigger and look at me like, ew, that's on them. Because they're the ones in the negative trait, and they're the ones with the issues where they can't be nice. So, but I spread my love to everybody. And that's what the universe is saying to you this morning, Colin. Be nice to everybody. Okay, Caitlin L, may I have a card? Well, Caitlin, you are my last one. I've got no more cards picked out. You got the 6 of Wands. And your Love Dove card says, love would plant a garden of flowers. So there you go. Please look at what these 2 cards represent to each other, Caitlin. Love would plant a garden of flowers with the 6 of Wands. Now let me just show you that card again. Gorgeous card. That's a nice looking horse. Wow. All I want is a room somewhere full of horses that don't make big poos everywhere. Oh, God, okay. That's enough for that one. Let's keep going because now I'm going to shuffle the deck for all my new ones. Thank you so much for being here, guys. As you can tell, the people who got the lovey-dovey cards, they're the ones who comment before I go live. So if you do want a Love Dove card, you've got to get on when you see my announcement. I usually announce my lives about an hour before I go live. Comment then and you get the Love Dove card as well because I pull those cards while I'm waiting to go live. So my next card is for Josie Science. Give me a deep insight into my future months. Draw a card. Thanks, Linda. I got the card. You got the 8 of Pentacles, Josie Science. Okay. Please go research what this means. Okay. Deep insight. Well, look at this guy. He's studying. Look at him sitting at the desk. Wow. That could be you, Josie Science, with your studying. So please go research what that one represents to you, okay? Hopefully we get the right message for you. Okay, Peter's Path to Joy and Hope. Now, I think I missed you last time I was on Peter's Path to Joy and Hope. I do apologize for that. Please know that once I hit that end button and I'm no longer live, I don't come back and do cards after that, okay? But I just did pull you a card. You got the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. It's my birthday today. Oh my gosh. Peter's Path to Joy and Hope. You got the 6 of Pentacles. And hang on, I've got to do it. Okay, let's do it in alien type form. Happy birthday, Nanu Nanu to you. Nanu Nanu. Happy birthday, Nanu Nanu to you. We are your master. Ground control to Peter's path and joy and hope. Put your microphone on so you hear what I'm saying to you. Oh, God, mate, I'm so hopeless at this. And you know what? I don't get embarrassed. So I don't really care if you're thinking, oh, my God, that was so pathetic. Because I know it was. And that's what makes it so beautiful, the fact that I tried. I will not be watching that bit of this video again because I don't want to see what I just did. But at the end of the day, I tried to make Peter's Path to Joy and Hope have a little bit of laughter in their day on their birthday, right? Little wave. Hi, Linda and everyone. May I have a card, please? Happy birthday, Peter. Yes. Okay, here we go. Whoa, that just popped out. Little wave, you got the 5 of Wands. Okay. There you go. 5 of Wands for you, little wave. Please go and find out what that means for you. Okay. Kristen Goodrich. Hiya. Hiya. Whoa. Now you got me in like a poet mode. I'm on fire. Hiya. I'm on fire. Kristen, hope you're having a good day, darling. Okay. I think you commented too last week, so I remember your name. Whoa, 16 cards just spat out at me. I'm not taking any of these. Put them all back in the deck. Maybe just give them a little tap. Hello. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. Okay, Christian Goodrich. Hiya. Let's get you a card. Because you're on fire. I'm in a mood now, aren't I? Yes, it's waking up. If you notice when I came on, I was a little bit still tired. I didn't go to bed until after 3 a.m. this morning. So, oh, here we go, Kristen. You got the 5 of Swords. Oh, gosh. I think this is one of my first swords for the day. Please, I hope and pray that is a good card coming for you, Kristen. 5 of Swords. Okay, please go research it and find out what that means with what you're going through at this point. Redneck Red. Hello. Geez, I love your name because I love the colour red. Redneck Red. Can I have a card? Did you see it just popped into my hand? You got the 2 of Pentacles. Redneck Red. There you go. 2 of Pentacles. I like this guy. Look at him. He's got the power to choose which way he's going here. So he already knows the decision. Sometimes making the decision is harder than accepting the decision. When we know that we've got to do something, over putting it into operational use and saying, okay, now it's getting done, it's harder that way, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So now we are at Julie Youngren, message rejected. It's that Aussie chick. Hi! Oh, my God. It's that Aussie chick. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. It's that Aussie chick. Oh, what did you just... Oh, my God. You know, there's some cards that some people say are really, really bad in the tarot, but I'm just going to pause here for you. It's that Aussie chick because this is actually not a bad card, even though you got the devil because you wanted to know what it was, right? The devil is all our doubts, indecisiveness. Should I do this? Should I go there? Oh, no, I'm not good at that. We sabotage ourselves. So the self-sabotaging is all done by these thoughts of self-failure. So whenever we get into this mindset of, I'm not good enough, oh, man, what am I doing? I can't do this. I can't apply for that job. It's so far above my pay grade type stuff. Guess what? That's when you say, nick off. Get away. You don't know what you're talking about. Tell it to get off you. You got no permission, no right, no consent to stay on us. And then we attack those self-beliefs of failure. And we start telling ourselves positive things about ourselves. Remember at the beginning when I did 5 good things that I appreciate about myself? I appreciate my hair, I appreciate my ring, I appreciate my t-shirt, I appreciate my socks, and I appreciate my glasses. See, I can still remember those because my brain remembers the good things we do for ourselves. And that was over an hour ago I spoke about that. So when we start saying positive and loving things about ourselves, because the governments are going so hard making out that we are nothing. They want us to have bad, low esteem. They want us to have no self-worth because then we're batteries bringing in the energy they want. But when we start saying, hey, you know what? I'm actually proud of myself that I did that yesterday. I'm actually quite happy that I made dinner last night. I got out of bed this morning. That's an effort that some other people don't even do. So I give myself credit, love, support, nurture, and I give myself forgiveness, thinking that I failed. Self-forgiveness comes when we look at ourselves and we say, you know what? You are only doing what you could at that time. Yesterday I sat down in the chair and I was binging on Netflix. And I thought, you know what? I really should be online looking at emails. And I thought, no, I need a day off. Don't tell me to get online. I'm trying to do what's best for me so I can be my best for others. So when we attack those self-beliefs, we attack the devil thoughts, and we say, you know what? I'm actually not too bad. You know what? Why don't I just tell myself I'm only just that? I'm perfect. I deserve all the love and the gratitude from everybody on the planet because I try my best in this world gone mad. And I want you all to say that to yourselves. Because the more we keep telling ourselves how beautiful, loved, special, kind, treasured, and adored we are, the more we leave the house and we have that confidence to face all this crap coming to us from the governments. So we've got to be the ones to be self-accountable in times where everybody else is trying to tell us how bad we are. The worst thing that we can possibly ever do is watch TV ads. Every ad on TV is designed to lower our self-worth. Have you noticed it? The first ad is, come and buy this new car, because that's them virtually saying your car's like poo. It's worthless. So that makes you worthless because you're driving a dud. So you've got to come and buy a new car. Then the next ad says, come and get your life support, life insurance with us, because they want you to feel sick. Worthless. Going to the hospital again. And then the next ad, oh, look, here's pet food, because the pet food you're using at the moment's no good. See how every ad is designed to pull us down and make us feel like poo. If you watch the TV today, watch the ads, and you'll see what I mean. And you'll have this wake-up epiphany where you think, whoa, I didn't even notice that before. You know, you see the new washing machine coming on TV. Oh, my God, it's a 9-kilo tub. And then you look at yours, which is only a 7-kilo tub, and you think, it's not like the 9. Mine's not that good. You'll wake up. You'll see ads on TV are designed specifically to bring down our self-worth. True story. So never let it work. Keep reminding yourself how grateful and loved you are. Okay? Alrighty. So let me just keep going up. Oh my gosh, I've got so many comments here. Okay, so that's where I put that in. Okay, let me just keep going back. I got to keep going back up. Oh my goodness, where am I? Oh my gosh, so many people commented. I've just refreshed my comments and now I've got to find everybody. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's before that. Okay, Redneck Red, I found you. It's that Aussie chick. Okay, Julie Youngrim, she says, I just got off work. May I please have a card? Thank you, and Nanu Nanu. Julie, weren't you the first one here today? I'm pretty sure I've already given you a card. Okay? If not, let's go there. Okay. I've got to stop talking about things, because I haven't been here for 3 weeks and I haven't done any videos. So maybe I should do a video, okay? I'll try and get one done tomorrow. Okay, so Julie Youngren, you got the 6 of Swords. Okay, I'm going to just try and shut up for a moment and just get through some of these comments, okay? I'm really sorry, guys. Okay, Kendra says, it's nice at 62 Fahrenheit, because that wouldn't be Celsius. Tennessee, yay! All things must pass. Hi, Linda. Hello, beautiful friend. Sending you blessings. So all things must pass. I know I've got you on my list. I know your real name. And you're probably thinking, you should know my real name. Yeah, I should. That just shows you how busy I've been the last couple of days, where I'm brain fried. No wonder why I took a day off yesterday. Okay, I got you a card. All things must pass. 8 of Swords. Here goes the swords again. Oh my gosh. Just remember, everything's temporary. Okay? And the swords are not touching her. And at any point, she can just pull that blindfold off her face. The ropes are only just lightly around her wrists. Okay. Julie Youngren, 90 degrees in Colorado. Oh, I know. No one's talking about how cold it is here in Australia. Okay. We are heading down to see snow leaving tomorrow morning. Will this be a good trip? Yes, it will be. It's that Aussie chick. You're going to have a great time. Pardon me? Oh, my gosh. I wish I was coming with you. Oh, my gosh. Wow. You're going to have a good time. Okay? Be early. Don't know what that means or when you have to be early. You may be getting 3 or 4 flights and buses. So be early for all of them to avoid a delay. Okay? Glow green. Christmas in July. Oh, yes. It has been. 25th of July is Christmas in July. Why didn't I do a video 2 days ago? Yeah, I was really busy 2 days ago. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. Glow green. I'm getting you a card. Whoops. I got the card. It did flick, and then it sort of flicked out a few more. Oh, you got the King of Swords. Here comes all the swords now, guys. Glow green. Please go research what the King of Swords means. Put it into Google. All you got to put in is King of Swords, and it'll come up with all the different options of what it means. Please look at all the options and put it into clarity of what you're going through at this specific point. Okay? Next Level Soul says, may Willow and I please have 2 cards. Well, Next Level Soul, I'm sorry, but you missed getting before my live today. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing the little Love Dove cards now. Okay, I stopped that about 5 or 6 comments ago. Okay, but I will definitely do you and Willow. So the first one is Next Level Soul. Yeah, I know. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be here next Sunday. I think I will be. I'm getting told I will be. Okay. But my daughter wants to have a sleepover, and I don't do lives when she's got 6 kids in the house. Okay. 6 19-year-olds I'll probably have in my house next weekend. Or if it's not next weekend, it'll be the weekend after. So I don't do a live when they're all here. Yeah. We're having a Jurassic Park night, hopefully. And we watch 4 or 5 Jurassic Park movies. It's going to be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it. I like looking at all the special effects that they do. It's like forensics. I like looking at the science behind stuff. Okay, so here we go. Next Level Soul. Any minute now. There it goes. Okay, whoopsie. Oh, gosh, it had to go on the floor, didn't it? Okay, where did that go? Here it comes. Okay, Next Level Soul. Oh, this is about you. I think you've had this card before. Queen of Pentacles. So that's for you, Next Level Soul. Now let's get Willow one. Willow's just popped out. She got the 6 of Cups. Oh, I like that card. Look at the meow meow. There's a little ginger ninja down in the corner. Ninja ginger. The gin-gins have arrived. 6 of Cups. That's for Willow. Okay. Fiona Light Spontaneous. I love your name. Good morning, Linda. I hope the sun is shining today. It is. My daughter found this patch of clover. She sat down and started going through it, and it's right on the main road. So all these cars would go over and pass it, giving her weird looks. Never stop being weird in a world of robots, okay? We're all sheep. Be that special, unique person, because guess what happened to my daughter? She's outside going through the clover on a 4-lane highway, and she found 13 4-leaf clovers. No joke, 13. And so that in itself, the number 13, and that they're 4-leaf clovers, magic happens, guys, okay? So this one is for Fiona Light Spontaneous. You got the Hierophant, which is number 5 in the major arcana. The V is 5. The Hierophant. Please go look this one up and find your own little special message there, okay? Okay, let's keep going down this list. So, Kristen Goodrich, yep, I love all the different weather. Safely allowing life as, yep, that's right. And look at all the little enjoys. Look at the little palm tree on the little island with the yacht. Love it. Okay, Kendra, she says, I love it when they send money. Yeah. Usually it's pennies or nickels, but occasionally I get dimes and quarters, still trying to get them to send me $100 bills. Oh, I know. I say that with my grandmother. Why was she sending me 5-cent pieces? Here's some of the 5-cent pieces my grandmother was sending me. Why wasn't she sending me $100 bills? Seriously. Come on, man. Do your work. If she can manifest 5-cent pieces, why can't she manifest $100 bills? Wow, wouldn't that be nice? Because I found like 60 of them. Can you imagine finding 60 $100 bills around that place? That's $6,000, by the way. Okay, don't use those cards. All right, so let's keep going. Nancy Ray, hello. Could you pull me a card? Yes, I can, Nancy Ray. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. There it goes. It's that one. You got yourself the King of Pentacles, Nancy Ray. King of Pentacles. Wow, I like him. Please go research what he is. Okay. So, Little Wave says, I wonder what finding a pile of pennies means right next to my car. It means someone's looking after you for a start. Okay. Someone is looking after you and they're giving you the message of hope. Okay. Yep. I love it. Okay. Michelle Connell, hi, she says, I got you a card, Page of Wands. Page means good news coming. So please go and research what the Page of Wands specifically means, the wands. Okay. Page of Wands, good news is coming. Wow, I love it. Colin M says, Linda, we're not old, we're experienced. I hear you, Colin. Wise is the word I use. I'm wise. Okay. Manisa. Hi, new subscriber. Please pull a card for me. Hi, Manisa. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah, mwah, mwah. If you go through my playlist, you can find all my videos on my channel. I have specific ones for when I died. I went to heaven. So that's all my heaven information. Why are there chairs in heaven? What's the music like in heaven? Do we see our loved pets in heaven? Then I've got one there about ghosts, all our ghost information if you're into ghosts. I've got one there on psychic development, which is all our personal development as well as our psychic information. I've got some guest speakers. I do have a guest speaker that I'm going to interview next week. And so she'll be coming on doing what she does with her special ability. So let me just say it. If there is somebody out there who does something or you've had a weird experience, I would love to talk to you on Zoom about it. If you've written a book about it or you've got a web post, website, Facebook page or something relating to what you do, I am happy to promote you and try and get you some money. Look at what happened when I interviewed Anna True with her spirit guide drawings. So if anyone does want to go to Anna True, she is an amazing artist, okay? I've got them right here. So there's her name, Anna True. Please look her up on Facebook and on YouTube because she does the amazing artwork for people. Okay, so Manisa, I got your card. You got the 8 of Cups. Now, I don't do the meanings while I do this because obviously I'll get too many comments. So please go research this card. Find your own special message for the 8 of Cups, okay? And I hope it gives you some clarity in what you're going through at the moment. Okay, Maltese Falconess Australia. I just got a card for you. It just popped out when I looked at your name. You got the 7 of Cups. Maltese Falconess Australia. Hello to you do. Hope everything is going on okay with you, my darling girl. Okay. So now where am I up to? Kendra says, just remember we're given challenges to grow. Oh, yeah. Dryer S, Dire Home Improvements. Look at all the love hearts you're giving me. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's get you a card. Happy Saturday. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Knight of Pentacles for you, Dryer S, Dio Home Improvements. Dryer S, Dryer? I've got an accent because I'm an Australian, so I hope I've got your name right. You got the Knight of Pentacles. Please go over, find what that card means for you, okay? Maltese Falconess Australia, Linda, recently a few weeks ago, a homeless man I used to buy coffee for passed. You know, it is funny because I've got a homeless man. His name's Peter. I haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. And I go to the shops like every 2 or 3 days and I always see him. So it went through my head the other day, I wonder if something happened to him because it's so cold here. Maltese Falconess Australia. You know I know who you are. You know I know who you are. Please know my heart's with you. And we've got to just remember, people have their own life paths. They're all up here for their own reasons. They're here to learn their own lessons. So let's just hope and pray he learnt the lessons. And sometimes, you know, I look at homeless people. They're the ones here to learn generosity. Because when we have nothing, what can we ever give someone else? And it's not always about money. It can be time, thoughts, memories. It can be love. So for you to comment today about him or her, homeless man, so it was him, he may have learnt that lesson in generosity through you. So he didn't need to be here anymore. Let's hope and pray he reincarnates as somebody, Elon Musk, but more generous. You know, let's all come back as a knight in the medieval world where we have our own horses, we have our own serfs and our own noblemen looking after us. Oh, I think I'll go to bed now. Can you please take off my clothes? You know, like they used to in medieval times, you had 16 dresses just to take off, dresses with their names, the people just to take off your clothes. Oh my gosh. I couldn't ever be that pompous, that snotty, you know. I couldn't be like that. But damn, after the hardships that some of us go through, I think we deserve to come back like that. But that's just my ego, wanting that energetic karma. But I believe that he learnt his lessons. And it could have been through you. That's why you were here. Okay? Oh my God, Maltese Falconess. Thank you so much for sharing. So look at what I've just shared. There's my YouTube, which is the Pentagon video from 2005 talking about the vaccines and the coronavirus. Please watch that. It's only 4 minutes long. And you see it because it's got my name in yellow, Lynda Cramer. Please go watch that if you haven't, and have an eye-opener. This has been planned for a long time, okay? Cat water. They said, hello, happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here too. And look, I've already pulled you a card because I saw your name there under mine, so I was consciously thinking about you while I was just talking to Maltese Falconers. Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh. Even though there's a fight going on, remember that you are this knight here. You're the one in the power. You've got the strength. You've got the horse also working with you. So you've got external forces coming along to that party with you at this point. Catwater, please remember that even though you are going through some hard times, you've got angels on your back pushing you through, making this work out for you. Sometimes we have to go through hardships, so then we reap the rewards later in 5 years' time. Okay? People who say to me, oh, I've just lost my job. Well, that means that you weren't meant for that job. The universe closed that down, so then you take time to sort yourself out, get yourself skilled, educated, or knowledgeable, so when you get that right job that you were supposed to be in, you keep it. Okay? So please go and have a look at the Knight of Swords, and I hope and pray it means good news for you. Okay? Drea S., if you have time, could you pull a card? Oh, I did. Thank you so much for commenting. Little Wave, glad to be here. It is uplifting and I feel really could use this. Thank you. I always say things that people have to hear. It is weird, okay? Tarika Stokes, hi, Linda. Well, hello to you. Let's get you a card. Oops, there it goes. Oh, you got the Emperor. What are we? Number 4 in the Major Arcana, the Emperor card. Wow. Please go and have a look at what that one means for you, okay? Look it up on YouTube. You Google, you will find that that is a really good card. Okay. Tarika Stokes. Little Wave. Yes, that is beautiful. Robert's message. I thought the same. No desperation there. Oh, no, he's gorgeous. Robert is gorgeous. Okay. Trying being here. Yep. I don't mean to say the wrong to ask for a card. I did good intended. Yeah, well, that's why I'm here. I hope everyone asks for a card. Use my gifts, guys. Ask me for cards. Okay, Glenn's World. The aliens coming. They're already here, Glenn's World. They're already here. How long have they been here? Well, let's go back to that medieval lead light window in some English church where there's alien craft in that lead light window. And they're saying that that lead light's like 800 years old. Look at the pyramids with their technology. Of course we've had aliens here. Oh, you just got one of my best cards that just popped out for you. Glenn's World, you got the 9 of Pentacles. This is one of the best cards. You're in the know. You're in the know, Glenn. Glenn's World. Please go research what the 9 of Pentacles means, okay? Alrighty. Vicky Light, you don't know how much I needed that tarot card today, Linda. It helped me talk to my landlord with confidence this week. Oh, Vicky Light, you're amazing. All right, let's keep going. I've got to keep going, guys, because I've really sort of got to get off here shortly. Okay. I'm trying to get cards for everybody. Okay, Little Wave says, I'm working on starting a healing practice and just praying I have the ability and energy to do while working full time. If you ask for it, they will make it happen. Just remember, don't do it for the money. If we do it for the money, it'll never work. Do it out of the love of helping others and think about the people who you will be helping, the people who come to you, the rewards they receive from what you do. That's how we get our rewards. Oh, my gosh. James Cassar says, no problemo. Whenever I say no problemo, I always see Terminator 2. John Connor when he's about 12 years old. Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. No problemo. Oh, my gosh, I love it. Little Wave says, I would love a reading, just saving up for one so that I can give what I think is appropriate and a good amount of. Okay. Honey, I have no expectations. And I don't charge for what I do. I only ask for contributions of what people can afford, just to let you know. Okay. James Cassar says, thank you. Oh, Oh, I love it. Marissa Drummond says, awesome. I'm glad you got it. That's all I'm worried about. Take your time and take care of yourself too. Those totally make sense. Well, thank you. Yep. Kendra says, thank you for the cards. I'm not sure if I can take a walk in the sunshine because it's still pretty hot out there, but I will take a walk this evening when it cools off. That's the best time to go. Peter, oh my gosh, I hope I say this right. Lambropoulos. Peter. I'm just going to call you Peter out of respect, so I don't want to mispronounce your surname. Hi, Lynda. Please guide me with a card. Work has been slow for me and wanted to know if I'll be fine financially. Now, I will tell you, Peter, I love it when people ask a specific thing on their card. Don't get too personal, guys. If you're going to say, hey, I need some help with this. But if you tell me whether it's love life, home, work, whatever, like Peter has, then I can hone in so I get a better, accurate card as well. Okay? So let's do it. Come on. That's my lady, by the way. She's always with me. Her. Okay? Let's get you a card, Peter. Relevant to what you're asking about. Work has been slow for me, and I wanted to know if I'll be fine financially. Well, guess what? You've got the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is always money. Okay? Pentacles always comes back to finances. So, King, that's you, Peter. You're the King. So, please research. Actually, let's do it now. King of Pentacles. I'm intrigued to know what this one means. Oops. King of Pentacles. He is not afraid of hard work and will see a task through to completion. His patience will often help him in his acquisitions, they talk about other kings. He is usually generous but never stupid with his money. His material possessions are carefully purchased and cared for. He does not waste, nor does he buy hastily. Due to the earth element, these kings are often found in property or land development, as property and land ownership, financiers, accountabilities, and accountancy and stockbrokers. Farmers, builders, so it's all things about earth. So have a look at your job, what you do, and is it associated to earth? Okay? Construction, banking, and all that sort of stuff. It's not about health, or because health is a different tarot. So I'd like you to still research what this one means, Peter. King of Pentacles. Find your own special meaning there as what it means to your works financially at this point. Just because it's slowing down, I don't see it's actually going to stop. I just heard a big no from her. Your work will not stop. It's just slowing down. So I say it like this. When things happen, we've got to look at the message there. When work slows down, comes down, look at what goes up as that reciprocal karma. This is a time for you to start looking after yourself, your health, your well-being, what you do for others. It's really funny when someone rings me and they say, or they message me or email me, and they say something like, isn't it funny how my mum had a heart attack when I was on holidays? So the universe put that person on holidays so they could be there for the person who had the heart attack. It's almost like they know how it all works, right? Because they do. So Peter, please look at that card, and I hope it makes some sense to you when you Google it, okay? Kendra Blair says, and when I do get outside, I always try to stay present in the moment and observe everything. Oh, I know you observe everything. You're on my Facebook. I know what you do. Fiona Light Spontaneous, I am legend. Will Smith movie. Yes, I am legend. Thank you for telling me what that was. Kendra, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Yes. Oh, the channel that grew from a mistake. I haven't seen you for a while. Thank you so much for coming back. Can you draw a card for me, Lynda? What do you think, by the way, about the E-files? I know what you're talking about with the E person. Okay. I don't like any politician. Hang on, let me just pull your card first. You've got the Five of Swords. Okay? The channel that grew from a mistake. There's your card, Five of Swords. Now let's go into what you just said. I don't like any politician. To me, they're all bad. They all don't have to work for us. They work for themselves to make themselves better and more money. So, what do I think of this E person? And also the GM person who's presently in jail, who presently just got interviewed and released 100 names, if I'm talking about these same E-files here. I hope I am. I'm getting told I am. So, let's go there. Funniest thing. I've said it for 5 years. If a certain president right now was on those files, the last president, being Biden, would have done everything in his power to release those names to stop Trump being even remotely supported by the American people. So why didn't Biden tell everyone that Trump was on those lists? Because he's not. I am getting told Trump is not on the E lists. Ghislaine, who just announced 100 people, she didn't mention him. Because if she did, we would know. Someone would have released it to bring Trump down. He's not on the list. They're doing this deliberately to make out he is. Because this is the biggest gaslighting on the planet when they are making out he is doing everything they did so they don't get caught. That's my thoughts on it. Please research the Five of Swords for yourself in what's going on in your own life, the channel that grew from a mistake. Okay? That's all I'm going to say on it. Okay? Yeah, I've seen photos of Epstein and Trump. And guess what I comment every time? I say things like, I used to work with Steve Irwin. Does that make me a crocodile hunter? I've got photos of me with John Bon Jovi. I was on stage. He kissed me and I groped him. Does that make me a groupie? I used to work at a bank. Does that make me a bank robber? Seriously. Epstein was famous for getting photos with other famous people to make him famous. Every party he went to, he ensured that he stood next to the Arabs, the big business people, the billionaires, because he could then say, I know this person, I know that person. So it was his ego trip to get photos with rich and famous people. He did it to make himself famous. Doesn't mean those people were on the list, and I'm sure that there are hundreds of people with photos of Epstein right now, not Prince Andrew, but there are hundreds of people right now saying, man, I wish I never got those photos, because they're not on the list. Prince Andrew was, right? So don't assume just by what the media is telling us, guys. Don't get emotionally invested in it, because you're winning their war for them, okay? I actually commented on one of these. I said, if Trump was doing pedophilia with these kids, why has he got his clothes on? Seriously, show me evidence. Show me recordings. You know? Show me anything other than businessmen sitting at a business lunch where they all associate anyway. And if you're talking about Trump at Mar-a-Lago, guess what? Trump kicked Epstein out when he found out what he was doing. He barred him. He was never allowed back. So if Trump was on that list and he was going to get blackmailed for evidence to show he was on that list, you would never bar the person. So come on, guys, wake up to what's really going on here. We can't keep fighting about who's done what. The only thing we can do here is fight about what we are doing to make this world a better place for us. I sit here before I go live, and every week I say, what do you want me to talk about? Because I don't know what to say. And isn't it funny? Today I haven't shut up because she's telling me what to say. And the big message today is stop creating the war for them. Think about your own life. Think about your own families and friends. Think about where you want to go and what you want to be. Put your energy, which is emotions, into that. Don't create what they want us to create. Turn off your TV for a start. Actually, turn on your TV and go watch the ads, like I said before, where it's all about self-esteem. Every ad is to lower your self-esteem. You'll see it. Seriously, I might do it today. I'm going to go turn on my TV and I'll write down every ad in that ad block, because I usually do 5 or 6 ads, and I'll do a video about it. Self-esteem. Okay? Easy. Okay. So e-files, there's some not nice people on those lists, but Trump's not one of them. Julie Youngren just said happy birthday to Peter. Laura snapped, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Well, you got the Queen of Wands, darling. Laura snapped, Queen of Wands. You already know that you've got to go. I said it before and now I know why I said it. We have an intention, we know what we've got to do, but putting it into place is the hardest thing. I said it about 10, 15 minutes ago. Now I know why I said it, because it was for you. Please research the Queen of Wands. This is the card of strength for you, because this Queen is you. Laura snapped. You already knew what you have to do. Plan and then do. Don't just instantly do, because you'll make mistakes. Plan it. Get things organised. Collect things, if you know what I'm talking about. Should I stay or should I go now? Why do you think I'm saying should I stay or should I go now? Because there's no delay with this. That song's coming through my head. Should I stay or should I go now? Now. But do it logically so you come out the best when you get there. Okay? Okay. Happy birthday to Peter, says it's that Aussie chick. Kendra said, can I have whatever you're drinking? This is just me, guys. I'll tell you what I've had today. I've had a quarter of a cup of water. There's my water for the day. Haven't even had breakfast yet. This is me. Okay. Can I have whatever you're drinking? Oh, my God. Little wave. Okay, here we go. Oh, my God. I think I've just gone past some people. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I have gone through so many comments. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Look at this. Oh, yeah. There I go. Okay. It's that Aussie trick. Yeah, little wave. Thank you. Thanks so much. Paranormal Experience. Hey, everyone. I did see your name. That's how I knew to get back up to you, Paranormal Experience. You got the Chariot. Now, this means the war for you is already won. Thank God. This is your time of relaxation and accounting for what you've done. So it is number 7 in the major arcana for you, Paranormal Experience, the Chariot. Maltese Falconess says thank you. Okay, Paranormal Experience. It's even cold in Townsville, darling. Oh, I know. It's freezing. Julie Youngren. Hun, no, I wasn't working and didn't check in until after I got off. Hey, it's all good, Julie. It's all good, Julie. It's that Aussie chick. Thank you. I'm driving down. Yep. Have a nice time down there, darling. I wish I was going down with you. Heck. Garima Sood. Hi, Linda. Can you please see what's coming towards me in Korea? So let's get you a Korea card. Okay. Garima Sod. It did flick out. Oh, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Please go research what this card means, Garima Sood. Good card. Put your heart and effort into where you want to be, okay? Trust your instincts, okay? Trust your instincts. If you walk into an interview and you just feel like, I don't want to do this, walk out, tell the wrong information so they don't employ you, because something better is coming. That card just showed you something better is coming. Okay, Paranormal Experience says, if you get time, Lynda, could you draw a card for my daughter Grace? Birthday on the 30th, which is in 3 days. 2 sets of twins, so lots of special gifts in my family. I did get you a card. It's the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands for Paranormal Experience. So this is for Grace. Okay. Happy birthday to Grace. Happy birthday to Grace. Happy birthday, dear Grace. Happy birthday to Grace. Now I've got the next card. Okay. This one, let me just note. Oh, I don't like that, because I didn't see the name it was for. Sorry, if it's the same card, you just throw it again, right? Okay. Sorry, I just have these little talks with her. Claudine, I found you a while ago after Mum died in 2018. You have brought me peace. Claudine. You know, that's why I do what I do. I don't know what I've done for you, but I hope and pray that I say the right things that you need to hear at the right time for you, what you're going through. You know, it's unfortunate what we have to go through with our parents. You know, my dad's on his last legs, literally. He's in a wheelchair now. He'll never be able to stand up again. He doesn't even know I'm there some days, but I still go. And I think back at who he was. He was in the Air Force all his life. Big, strong man in uniform, military uniform. I don't want to see him like this. But I know there's a reason why he's still here. And I hope and pray that you put that into the perspective with your mum. She had to go for a reason when she did. And she's not gone. She's still with us. God, I still get 5-cent pieces from my grandmother, and she died in 2003. So she still brings me money. And I know it's her because she used to collect 5-cent pieces. She used to have her everywhere. So that's something that's connected to her. So when you think about your mum, think about what she used to do. Did she used to dance? Did she cook? Did she have herb rack? Something that she did. Tapestry, knitting. And then you think about what she did. And you put yourself in the shoes where you're doing it. And that's how you draw this real good connection back to her like a telephone line. And she can hear that love. She feels that love. And through that love, she can come down and see you, be with you, and give you signs that she's still with you. Okay? Yeah. Any issues, misunderstandings that we have with our parents, once they pass, they go through their life review and everything's understandable. They understand our perspective. So there's no reason to explain. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't do this. I'm sorry I did that. Don't explain. Because on the other side, we know everything that went on. We don't have to get told again. Okay? So, Claudine, I got you a card. And I don't understand why I got you this card. But it's the Fool, which is the strongest card in the deck because it's the first card in the Major Arcana. It's the strongest card because to everybody else, he appears to be the Fool. But everything is what he knows. He's actually the smartest person out there. Okay? So please research what the Fool means and put it into your life, Claudine. Okay? And I hope and pray that you are getting through that piece with what happened with your mum. Okay? Okay, so now we have Zedilifan. I am so sorry if I can't pronounce it. It looks like Zedilian. Zedillion. Zedillion? I'm so sorry if I mispronounce these names. Highlander tuning in all the way from New Zealand. No. Would love if you could pull a card and tell me what the spirits say. Okay. Well, New Zealand, stay tuned to what's happening with your Prime Minister over there. Things are happening. I feel for you with what Jacinta Ardern did to you. But hopefully now everything's coming out of the woodwork and it's all going to start falling into place for you guys in New Zealand. You got the Knight of Swords. Oh, battles. So there is a battle, but you're the knight and you're on the horse, so you've got your spirit team behind you. You've got the warriors behind you. Look at the shield. Look at the horse, the armor. So you're battered up. You got your sword on. You're ready to go into this battle. So you know what you have to do for it. So that means that it usually is a winning situation. Okay? So I hope that makes sense for you. Please Google that card. Okay? The Knight of Swords. And find your own special little meaning in there. Okay? Okay. Junkakarina. How wonderful for Peter. Thank you so much. You're Trump. Okay. Yep, well, I'm going to get you a card now. Oh, my God. Junkakarina. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing these words. Okay. Oh, I got you a card. Oh, you got the Sun. Oh, my God, the Sun card. 19 in the Major Arcana. Oh, my God, the Sun card. Amazing. This just comes at you like this. Hope you haven't got your 3D glasses on. The Sun, Junkakarina. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. Everything's coming out roses for you. Everything's turning around, thank God. So we're just going to keep going down, guys, because I've been here for 2 hours. It is my time to get off here. Let's just keep going down. Carol Morris, hello from Texas. I would love a card. Junkarina, Lynda, you are wonderfully, truly wonderful. You keep us all going. Oh, I hope and pray I do. Okay, so Carol Morris, you just got a card spat out. It is the King of Swords. We've got a few swords coming out now, but don't worry because we all know we are in a spiritual war, okay? Batter up, put your sword on, pull your swords out of the cupboard and sit there and do what we have to do at the right time, okay? Pray. I know what Texas is like. I've got friends from Texas. You don't mess with Texans because they're so truthful in their honesty. They tell the truth, and that's what I love about Texans. That's why you can't mess with Texans because they're educated, they know what they're saying, and they speak from the heart. So, Carol Morris, love you for being you, okay? Okay. Zedillion, they say it makes you known through association, through however, yep. These days, any publicity is considered good, even if it's bad. That's right. Thoughts on Ozzy Okay. Ozzy Osbourne. Now, if you saw his show 2 weeks ago, which I didn't see all of it, but I saw a little bit of it, he really wasn't well. Okay. It took a lot of effort for him to get up there and do what he did only like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I am reminded psychically of a bus driver that I heard a story about years ago. He started being a bus driver when he was 18, and for like 5 days a week, every day of his life, he went and drove a bus. He lived until he was 93 years old. So even at 93 years old, he was still driving a bus. So like Ozzy Osbourne, every day he was Ozzy Osbourne, the big famous singer from Black Sabbath, yeah? So this bus driver at 93 years old, people said, hey, you're missing turns, you're not driving as good as you used to, you can't see as good as you used to, maybe you should retire. The day after he retired, he died. at 93 years old. Because what happens is we get so accustomed, routine to what we do for a job that when we stop doing that job, we have no purpose to survive anymore. And, we look at Ozzy Osbourne. He had Sharon, he had his daughter, he had grandkids, right? But sometimes his job was more important than those. And I'm not going to assume here that this is what the truth was, okay? But in my assumption, psychically, he went through a huge mental transition where he said, I'm never going to get on stage again. And even that just broke my heart. So imagine how he would have felt when it was him. So you wonder why he passed. Because he put so much onus on being Ozzy Osbourne instead of who he truly was. Does anybody know his real name? I do, but I can't remember it because he never used it, because he was the persona of the famous rock band. And once that rock band stopped to exist in that last performance 3 weeks ago, his ego had no reason to exist either. So I believe that's why he passed over. Just like the bus driver. The day after that bus driver retired, didn't have a purpose, didn't have a reason to wake up the next day. So how can we, you and I, watching today, how can we not turn out like that? We give ourselves a purpose. What do you do when you're not at work? What do you do when the kids leave home? What do we do after we don't have to look after our parents anymore? Because that's when the grief really hits and makes it struggle, because there's no transition. There's no hope after the existence of what happened doesn't cease to exist anymore. So I look at people who are like full-time carers of their mothers and their fathers. Get a hobby. Start doing things now. So when that person does pass over, you've got something for you to survive. We've always got to remember, we are number one. Anyone we look after, any job we do is always second. Look after you. What do you like doing? And I'll tell you what I love doing. I love doing my videos for you. I love doing my readings and helping people. So that's why I'm trying to manifest this healing center where not only can people come and visit and heal themselves, because as you know, I've healed cancer and throat cancer and a brain tumor, but also I want to live stream. So then you in Texas, you in the UK, you in Florida, you in China, Russia, Argentina and Brazil, wherever you are on the planet, my energy reaches you. That's my goal. That's my purpose. And I hope and pray every day that you watching me wants to do this sort of thing too. And it could be as easy as smiling at a stranger when you walk past them. You've given that person hope. You've made them feel good about themselves. Because every great war is won by one person making one step. I hope you've listened to what I just said. Okay? Okay. So let's just keep going here. I'm down now to, Texas is hot as hell. Well, Carol, Texas gets hot as hell, like Australia. Okay, John Michael Osborne. Was that his real name? Okay, good on you for letting me know. Mike Liz, I think it is. Can you channel the first feminist of North America, Sister Juana Inés de la Cruz? Well, guess what? I don't do it live, Mike, but I have channeled, and it does take a lot of energy. And as you know, I've now been here for 2 hours and 5 minutes. Actually, it's 1 hour 59, and it is time for me to go. So I'm not going to do any live channeling today because you've got to get into a meditative state and ask them to come in. So that'll take at least 20 to 30 minutes, and it's time for me to get off here. So I'm not going to do it today. But what is stopping you from doing it? Okay? If anybody out there today wants a reading from me, make a PayPal transaction. My PayPal link is below in the description. Then please email me. Tell me how much you've contributed. Tell me where you are so we can work out time zones. And within a week, I like getting people their Zoom link. If you want my books, I've got 4 books, okay? Please make a contribution through PayPal. Email me and say, hey, I've just given you X amount of money. Can I please get your books? I'm happy to reply with all 4 books attached for you. Please go through my playlists, okay? I've just had the worst 2 months ever, I think, in my life. So I am now getting to the point where I want to start doing my videos again every couple of days. Yay. So please stay tuned for what is coming, okay? I love you all. It is now time for me to go. I've been here for 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share my videos. Think about what I've said today. You are the manifester of your own creation. What you want, we can obtain. Stop putting your energy into all these beings and organizations who want to make you fail. Love you all. Stay tuned. I'm going to try and be here next week. Otherwise, I'll announce that I'm not. Okay, and on that note, love you all. Same bat time, same bat channel. Nanu all. I'll talk to you all soon. Love you all. Bye.